Mama Namandri
Bhakti Priti Malachanda
Bhakti Priti Malachanda
Bhakti Priti Malachanda Tumi hiyo heniyo Chitonanda Tumi hiyo heniyo Chitonanda
Tumi hiyo heniyo
Jivane marana tava puja niveda
Jivana marana tava puja niveda
Jivana marana tava puja niveda Sundar hai manahari Sundar hai manahari Sundar hai manahari Eso Nanda Kumar Nanda Kumar
Nanda Kumar
Eso Nanda Kumar Nanda Kumar
Nanda Kumar
Bhave prema pradeepe arati toma Bhave prema pradeepe arati toma Nayana Jamuna Karyani Ba Nayana Jamuna Karyani Ba
Jamuna
तुम्हारा वीरा है गिरिधारी तुम्हारा वीरा है गिरिधारी Bandana gane tava Bajuk Jivana Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari Vandana Janetava Baju Jivana Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari Vandana Ganetava Bajuk Jivana Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari Vandana Ganetava Bajuk Jivana Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari 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 Krishna Mama Mana Mandire Rahanishi Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari Mama Rahanishi Hare Krishna Murari Mama Mana Mandire Rahanishi Krishna Murari Krishna Murari Ramande Rahanishi Shri Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari Mama mana mandire Rahanishi Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Haribo Gaura Haribo Nitai Gaura Haribo Gaura Haribo
Okay, His Grace Radha Krishna Prabhu ki. I know it's the morning, but can you get it a little bit louder? His Grace Radha Krishna Prabhu ki. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. As we know, today we're celebrating the auspicious Vyasa Puja of His Grace Radha Krishna Prabhu. I guess in more of like a youth term, we're celebrating his birthday. Prabhu recently became a initiating guru, but I think we all can agree that at least for me, and I think for a lot of us, we can agree that he's been a mentor, a guru, and a teacher ever since we know him. Maybe for me, it's basically been since birth, since I was a little kid. And I like a lot of things about Prabhu. When I was a kid in his Bhakti Shastri class, growing up, Prabhu was a strict mentor, guru to me. And I was a chaotic little kid, so he was able to kind of neutralize that and be that for me. And then when I grew up, now he's that practical, understanding guru, where he's guiding me through my life and helping me with different events through my life. So I think that's a great indication of a great teacher, a great guru, just adjusting to the needs of his disciples. Prabhu joined the movement and gave all his life to Krishna at the age of 25, right? And for reference, I think I'm only a few years away from that, and I don't think I can imagine doing that. So I have great props, respect for Prabhu to be able to do that. That's a really huge step in my eye. So that's one thing that I also think about Prabhu. I think now we do have a lot of speakers today, and we have till around 12, and it's 10:10 right now. So we have around 12 to go through all the speakers. And I know everyone is going to have a lot of things to say about Prabhu, but I have a humble request. Please, please keep your offering to 2 to 3, maximum 3 minutes, please. And just so everyone can get a chance to speak and offer their respects to Prabhu. Okay, so first we have His Holiness Hanumat. Oh yeah, Prabhu, sorry. My mistake. Prabhu, please take a seat.
Mukam karoti vachalam pongun langayate girim yakripa tamaham bande Shri Gurun Dinatarinam Srila Prabhupada ki jai Shishi Nitai Chaitanya Chandra ki jai. I think it's every single Vyasa Puja somebody says that. Please keep your presentations this way. It's just like and every single Vyasa Puja nobody does. Struggling. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I've already used up 30 seconds. Yeah. But also, it's we're like a chorus, and different people can talk about different aspects of today. There's a very, very famous lecturer, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, was talking about Vyasa Puja, and he was talking about how, you're supposed to be humble, right? Then he says, somebody comes in and sees me sitting up here above everybody else, and he says, who is that big animal? So proud. Yeah. So, yeah. But he said, then we realize it's training that at our level, we're doing things in terms of etiquette, formalities. Yeah, and this is how we express our love. This is how we reawaken our spontaneous love, is through these formalities and rituals. when a sannyasi comes in, you should offer him a place to sit, a chance to speak, and a plate of food. Otherwise, the whole process doesn't go on. There's something wrong, But as we go on, then it starts to become full of all kinds of spontaneous things, And even on that level, we're being initiated into more newer and more subtle aspects of the loving exchanges. Krishna's devotee, and devotional service, these three people come together and dance, and nobody can quite figure out who's in control. Krishna, Radha, or Purnamasi. And they're all initiating each other into new aspects which will eternally become a part of the beauty and the nature and majesty of Vrindavan Dham. So in ISKCON, some people are accepting disciples and giving them the holy names. Our mantra, our Harinam mantra, is a public event. You can go out and chant, right? And give everybody. We can basically initiate everybody on the street into the holy name. And people do this. They hear it, they get a mantra card, and they start chanting. I did that. Yeah. Okay, so that one can be a Diksha guru for Harinam Diksha. But it's expected that one has to have more qualifications for giving second initiation to the Gayatri mantras. And that's confidential. Those mantras are passed on privately from disciple to spiritual master to disciple. Everybody tries to avoid the prestige, the honor, the position. So Radha Krishna Ji has been trying to avoid this for a lot of time, and I think he's also trying to avoid sannyas, But I was thinking, what happens when one of your disciples is ready for sannyas? No. Was it Keshav Bharati? Yeah. He had Lord Chaitanya initiated him into the sannyas mantra. So His Holiness Radha Krishna Maharaj ki jai. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. How did I do?
Thank you, Maharaj. Next, we have Shyam Sundar Prabhu.
Vasindubheva patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Let's see how much I can do it in 3 minutes. I have known Radha Krishna Prabhu from the beginning of my devotional life, and I was lucky to have lots of association of his sincere person, as Prabhu was staying with me for almost 3 years. So we become so close friends, and still we maintain the same loving relationship today, after more than 30 years. I have foremost respect for Radha Krishna Prabhu as the senior godbrother who has an IT degree from Australia, but not pursuing the material career, but decided to dedicate his life to please our spiritual master. And in scripture also says the prominent quality of the brahmachari is to study the scripture and render everything to the lotus feet of Guru. And I think this is a perfect example that Radha Krishna Prabhu has set, that he deliberately reads the scripture and also he dedicated everything at the lotus feet of our spiritual master. I would like to say some of the good qualities that I have witnessed in the life of Radha Krishna Prabhu. Truthfulness. He always speaks the truth according to the scriptures. And his purity of thought, words and deed. Without these wonderful qualities, it is impossible to maintain the celibate life. And I congratulate Radha Krishna Prabhu. It's not easy to live a brahmachari life. What a sacrifice Prabhu has done. Service to the others, actively helping those in need. Prabhuji has led the education department for our temple for more than 3 decades, holding adult education class, guru disciple class, and so many educational material that he gave. Also, as Srila Prabhupada in the Lilamrita, we read that Prabhupada in the early days trained those who used to come how to cook, how to be punctual. And I think we see in the example of Radha Krishna Prabhu that how he has trained those youngs when they cook even the Sunday feast. He has a steadfast devotion, deep and unwavering dedication to Guru. And I know that he show as the personal servant, and there may be a hard time to receive sometime the heavy chastisement, but Radha Krishna Prabhu took it so nicely. He has the person with the self-control, equality. He don't discriminate anyone. And I think one example I can see that after I got initiation, Tamal Krishna Maharaj came to stay with me for 1 week. Radha Krishna Prabhu was also there. And Gurudev used to have the chanting table with all the different pictures. And I have the desire to take the picture, but it was behind the bed. So I asked Gurudev, can we take the picture? Can we bring the table in the front? And Gurudev said, if you can do it without disturbing any picture, you can take as many as picture you can. I was dwelling on that pastime with Radha Krishna Prabhu. So I requested him, can we lift it at the table on the bed? And our equilibrium was so synchronized that without any falling down of the picture, we moved the table in the front, and Gurudev was so pleased. He said, you can take as many pictures you want to take. My recent realization is that not that because we moved the table, that Gurudev was pleased, but I think when he see how nicely we can cooperate with each other to achieve the goal, and that's pastime is still I remember. Thank you very much for taking this very hard task. We wish you all the best, and I deeply appreciate. And also, because we were so close, there may be some instances that I may have offended you, so please forgive on this auspicious day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your wonderful offering. Next, we will have Her Grace Guru Bhakti Mataji.
So I'm so happy that Radha Krishna Prabhu has taken on this responsibility, following in the parampara, to take on students and disciples, to train them on their way back to Godhead. And I know it is a very difficult task. There are many things that we have to adjust in our minds to do this service. And in many ways it is thankless. So I often have to deal with those people who are in positions of guru authorities and how they face so much backlash. So my prayer today is that may you remain always the transparent wire medium in our Guru Parampara, and may not all the weeds surrounding it clutter your devotional service. And I also pray that you may be protected from those who are envious and who pose obstacles in your path. And I also pray that you will remain very steadfast an exemplary disciple of your Guru Maharaj, so you can teach in the same way those you are trying to train. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Next, we will have Sikendra Prabhu.
So, I think this is our second Vyasa Puja we're celebrating. Is that right? Good. So, it gives me great happiness to see that that one of our God brothers has taken on this role officially, and it's an important role everyone has to play, whether officially or unofficially, because Mahaprabhu's order is whoever you see, you come across, you give them the message of Krishna consciousness. But when it becomes an official role, then you're almost living like in a glass house. You got tremendous scrutiny. And it's not very easy But Radha Krishna Prabhu has actually been passing the test very successfully, I should say. He's very careful in his dealings. He's very conscious of the etiquette. And one thing I have to say, those who have accepted him as the spiritual master, their character is very, I would say, very proper, how they deal with the devotees. So he has given them very good instruction and training. So I wish that Krishna protects Radha Krishna Prabhu. In this day and age, being a guru is no easy task. You're always subject to attacks, you're always subject to criticisms, but that's the austerity of being a guru. You got to take all that in a very humble spirit and keep moving on and spreading Srila Prabhupada's movement with personal conviction and exemplary character, which Radha Krishna Prabhu has. So I wish him the best, that may he make many, many more disciples to spread the movement and to serve Srila Prabhupada's movement. Thank you, Radha Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Next, we'll have Srinivasa Prabhu.
Dear Radha Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances at your feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. From the time I met you online in one of Anjana Sutta Academy sessions, I valued your association and wisdom. I used to address my spiritual master as Maharaja, and so did some of my god siblings. One time, in one of those online sessions, you mentioned that disciples should address their spiritual master as Guru Maharaja, not just Maharaja. Initially, I was a little shocked, but then I thought, okay, this person is very wise. I should take this advice. I haven't met Prabhu personally yet, but next day onwards, then I took that instruction and I now address my spiritual master as Guru Maharaj, not just Maharaj. And that's the very first thing I got from Radha Krishna Prabhu actually. I wanted to highlight two of the prominent qualities out of many in you. One is you're strongly connected with the instructions of your spiritual master, His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami. By this I mean you not only try to follow his personal instructions and what you heard from him, but you also constantly hear his lectures even to this day. About 2 years ago, one Krishna House Brahmachari said, Radha Krishna Prabhu's class in the morning was almost the same as what I heard in Tamal Krishna Maharaj's lecture that someone forwarded me. I was actually very happy to listen to that, the devotee saying that, because that shows that you have this quality of a Shrotriya, who is somebody who repeats the instructions of the previous acharyas. Another quality is that you're fixed in the conclusions of the scriptures as given by Srila Prabhupada. Even in the most critical situations, you do not forget those conclusions and you depend fully on Krishna. You strongly advocate Krishna consciousness as the only remedy to all problems, including the current political turmoil in Bangladesh. Recently, we were having conversations about the situation in Bangladesh, and many devotees suggested we should do something at a political level. But in my discussion with you, you were strongly convinced that Krishna consciousness is the only solution. I was very happy to hear that from you, and I told you as a Brahmana that is how you should feel. And then I was looking up for Srila Prabhupada's perspectives, and there was one situation in 1971 where a reporter was interviewing Srila Prabhupada. As the interview was going on, suddenly there was a blackout instruction. Everything in the city blacked out, all the lights turned off. And the reporter was saying, Swamiji, you should do something. Somebody should talk to Yahya Khan in Pakistan, so we should not have this war. And Prabhupada said, what can Yahya Khan do? Only Krishna can do anything. Then the reporter again asked, so what do you suggest, Swamiji? And Prabhupada said, I suggest you should be Krishna conscious, and everybody should be Krishna conscious. So this is the quality of a Brahmanishta. In the Mundaka Upanishad it says, Tad vijnanardham sa gurumeva abhigachet, samitpani strotriyam brahmanishtam. A person should approach a bona fide spiritual master who has heard from his previous spiritual masters and who is fixed in the conclusions of the absolute truth. I'm very happy to say that you embody these two qualities, and I'm really grateful for the kind association and guidance that you give to me and your family. I pray that you continue to give us this association. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Next, we'll have His Grace Sarvabhauma Prabhu.
It's a great honor to offer a few words in appreciation of Radha Krishna Prabhu. He's had a lot of association with senior devotees and a lot of personal service for his Guru Maharaj, Tamal Krishna Maharaj. And I think from the very beginning he had a lot of personal association with, and he's very fixed in the body of the instruction of his spiritual master, but he also got a lot of personal association and training, which was not always easy, but I think it instilled in him certain qualities that certain loyalty to ISKCON and Srila Prabhupada, certain sense of responsibility to do things with care and attention to Vaishnava etiquette, and he's very serious devotee, but he has a sense of humor. He has a sense of always wanting to do the proper thing, and so I'm very grateful that he's taken this responsibility, and I wish him all the very best, and hopefully I can do something that might please him, and I pray that all goes well for him. Radha Krishna Prabhu Ki Jai.
Thank you so much, Sarvabhauma Prabhu. Next, we'll have His Grace Chaitanya Prabhu. And then after that, Murari Vallabh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Radha Krishna Prabhu ki jai. So, Radha Krishna Prabhu served Srila Gurudev very nicely. 93, first time you came? 92, okay. So, I was taking Srila Gurudev to different program and Radha Krishna Prabhu always come with us. So many times we have a interesting pastime with Srila Gurudev. My Guru Maharaj, Tamal Krishna Maharaj served Srila Prabhupada Vapu Association and Vani Association. Prabhupada had a lot of association. Tamal Krishna Maharaj had a lot of association with Prabhupada and Radha Krishna Prabhu had a lot of association with Tamal Krishna Maharaj. So he learned from our Guru Maharaj very nicely how to serve Srila Prabhupada in Vapu and later on in Vani Association. And Radha Krishna Prabhu also similarly serving Srila Gurudev not only in Vapu Association but on Vani Association also all this time. And he is guiding many, many people. So my prayer to the deities, you live long and help all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your offering, Prabhu. After Murari Vallabh Prabhu, we'll have Saraswati Mataji.
It is like a dove catching a moon. I am not qualified to say anything about Radha Krishna Prabhu, but still because of my purification and my order to speak, I am going to speak something. He is a perfect example for Bhajananandi to Ghostanandi because Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says one should be Bhajananandi also and Ghostanandi. He is a perfect. He is doing preaching here also. He is going to Austin. He is going to Seattle. He is going to Singapore. He is going to Australia. He is going to China, everything. This shows how he benefits most of them. He is a residence brahmachari and he is a sannyasi also. In Skanda Purana says one should reside following places 8 miles within the river, ocean, mountain, hermitage, forest, Saligram and Govardhan. And we have got a dham where he stays as a residence. It is a very much benefit to us. In 7.3, Bhagavan Uvacha, Manushyanam Sahasresu, Kinchit etati siddhaye, etanam api siddhanam, kaschit mama tattvata, viti tattvata. He is a perfect example for this. He is one who knows. He is a perfect person. Out of the perfect person, one who knows the Krishna very well. And again in 6.33, it is so that yoginam api sarvesham mat gatantar Atmana Shraddhavan Bhajate Mam Some Yukta Tamo Mata. Krishna says, my feeling that one who is a perfect yogi, one who always chant my name and I am always with them and he is the right person to come back to us. So in this world, that is M.V. Uvacha, a दुनिया खूबसूरत शानदार दमदार मजेदार इसका अपना अंदाज से देखो इधर हसीना भी है दामिनी भी है कामिनी भी है यामिनी भी है but Radha Krishna Prabhu cautions us. He says this has got adi and antya because there is a beginning and there is an end immediately. So we should know that, and he says always it is only shrama evai kevalam. Whatever our faulty desire in the life will deviate us. He cautions us. He always says, Sarveshu kaleshu mama anusmarana. Whose anusmarana? It is Krishna's. We always should follow. And he is one of the great and disciplined disciple of TKG, one who nurtured him so nicely that, and he gives us the association to bring up most of the children like us to the devotional service. And And because of this, he takes us with the Tamal Krishna Maharaj and himself and other tributaries of the main Prabhupada like a river, and he reaches us to the Sangam of taking a bath in that devotional service with the help of Radha Neela Madhava. So he says always, whatever you got, please content with what you got, and you appreciate what you got, not what you don't have. That inspiration comes from, because we are almost everywhere, we are kanda, we are kanda desire, kanda enjoyment, but is a akanda brahmachari. That shows how much trouble he took to have this brahmacharya. People say that, one of the great poet or someone said, the success comes from the bricks of critics you play foundation. Radha Krishna Prabhu is the perfect example for that. Most of the critics he got as a bricks, he made a foundation of that, and he became a perfect, successful brahmachari now. So his intolerance for non-sickle in behavior in the temple is very, astonishing. He always takes care those who are doing nonsense in the temple, and unwanted people come, he takes care of them, and he tries to, teach them what is he's a good listener and a good preacher, and firm faith in Guru and Gauranga and scriptures. His knowledge about scriptures is fantastic. He can, see that everything he covers in his class, and his class is for the classes, not for the masses. So you should understand that whatever he said in the classes, it is always a lesson to us to learn. I pray to the Sri Radha Neela Madhava, Gaur Nitai, and Vaishnavas to give him a long life and serve and initiate more and more people. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mayala Prabhu. So after Saraswati Mataji, we'll have Gopi Priya.
ओम ज्ञानतिमिन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Wishing you a very happy Vyasa Puja. I pray to Sri Sri Radha Neela Madhava and Srila Prabhupada that may we have many more Vyasa Pujas with you, and I wish you very good health. I've known Prabhuji for almost a decade, and I can speak volumes about Prabhuji's greatness. But in the given time, I would just like to say that I'm very grateful to Prabhuji for his compassion and always reminding us of Krishna and the importance of being Krishna conscious. By constantly preaching and giving so much of his time, guidance, and care. I always remember the words of His Grace Vashishika Prabhu when he says, "We are born to be corrected." And it's usually very difficult to take corrections or getting corrected. But with Prabhu, it all comes easy because Prabhu's spiritual intelligence is beyond compare. And Prabhu is the best Shiksha Guru, and he displays all the qualities of a perfect Vaishnav. I feel very grateful to Prabhu for not only taking care of me personally as a student of Bhakti Shastri, but also blessing always the good for our families and children, and guiding us to be the best parents. I feel grateful for our Bhakti Shastri classes, as it is a wonderful way of getting so much of personal association and deeper understanding of Shastras and Prabhupada's books in association of Prabhu. As we all know the verse coming from Chaitanya Charitra Madhya Leela, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Kahe, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoye. And Prabhu's words and prayers are very powerful, and we see them being effective in our everyday practices. I'm very grateful, Prabhu, for always leaving such deep impression on our hearts and minds. Your words make us move. They make us do the best in our devotional service. Thank you for always protecting our devotional life and encouraging us to serve better in all services, may it be Harinam, book distribution, preaching, or reading of Prabhupada books. Thank you for being so patient and tolerant with a foolish me. Thank you for being the best teacher. Your service attitude and commitment to your Gurudev, Krishna and Srila Prabhupada is so inspiring. You're always absorbed in your service to your spiritual master, setting us such an exalted example. I pray I imbibe few of your divine qualities and be a better servant. I pray you to bless me to be better.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Gopi Priya, So we're going to have Gopi Priya, and then after Gopi Priya, we're going to have His Grace Krishna Prabhu.
Okay. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I'm just going to read a small offering that I wrote. Vanchakalpa Durvascha Kripasindhu Vayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Dear Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to you on the auspicious occasion of your Vyasa Puja. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to speak today. There is endless that can be said in glorification of your wonderful qualities. In the purport to a verse from the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada writes, "If by the grace of the Lord and the great soul devotees of the Lord, a living being becomes fortunate enough to associate with the unadulterated devotees of the Lord and gets a chance to hear the unadulterated glories of the Lord, certainly the flow of devotional service takes place like the flow of a river. As the river flows on till she reaches the sea, similarly pure devotional service flows by the association of pure devotees till it reaches the ultimate goal, namely transcendental love of God. I've been fortunate to know you for over a decade, and even more grateful to be your Bhakti Shastri student for over 5 years. It is rare to associate with an exemplary devotee like you, who shares Shastric teachings exactly as they are, while guiding us in applying them. Your time, care, and patience in teaching every detail of Krishna consciousness has profoundly enhanced my spiritual life. Our Bhakti Shastri class is almost coming to an end, and while I can't say that I will miss the assignments and exams, I will very deeply miss and cherish the time that you spend with us in the classroom, teaching, making us laugh, guiding, helping, and supporting us personally. Thank you for always being there, and I know that your guidance will continue to support us. Prabhu, you always inspire me to put Krishna in the center and serve in the ways that I can. One time I was walking to the temple after a service, and when you saw me, you smiled and asked me how I was. And then, with great seriousness, but also in a gentle way, you told me, "The main thing is to always remember Krishna and never forget him." You teach many things, but reminding us to always remember Krishna and serve him honestly and wholeheartedly remains in the forefront. You are a great source of inspiration, and you are an ocean of auspicious qualities, kind, compassionate, selfless, and expert, to name a few. You teach us all by your own example of practicing everything so strictly and sincerely. Seeing your dedication to Guru and Krishna always inspires me to improve in my spiritual life, to do more service, and to share Krishna consciousness with others. You are very honest. You remind us of the realities of this material world, the little time that we have in this human life, and how it is not very easy to attain bhakti, but at the same time, you provide practical advice and encourage us to be sincere and simply try our best. Thank you for the times that you have encouraged me, and even for the times that you have corrected me for my own well-being. Thank you for being one of my spiritual teachers and well-wishers. Your blessings and mercy have played a very important role in any progress I make in my life. Thank you, Prabhu, for everything that you selflessly do. I pray that by your blessings I can become a better servant of Guru, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas. And I pray that we can celebrate many, many more Vyasa Pujas with you. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Gopi Priya. Gopi Priya is actually leading the Bhakti Yoga Club. She's a student at Rice University. She's leading the Bhakti Yoga Club there. So she's applying all the knowledge she's gained through Radha Krishna Prabhu and the community to be a great leader in our university. We'll have Krishna Prabhu next. And then after that, Her Grace Shobha Kishore Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Originally, when I was asked to attend and to speak, I said no. And even this morning, when I first saw Radha Krishna, I said, I am attending, but I did say that I wouldn't speak. There's a lot of reasons for that. We have a very long, interesting relationship, both here and India, other places. But I was thinking of a conversation that happened with Tamal Krishna Maharaj, Gurudev, and others back before I even knew Radha Krishna. And the point came up, it must have been right around the installation time of Radha Nila Madhav, either slightly before it or after it. In that time, in the mid-'80s or so, there was a lot of conversation about gurus and the parampara and who was on this and that, and it's like, whoa. I used to just shake my head and try to get it all out. But something came up in our spiritual master's discussion about the actual qualities of the guru. And foremost of all of those is whether or not that person can take someone back to Godhead. The ultimate theme, right? In ISKCON. It's what we all talk about. It's the subtitle to the Back to Godhead magazine. What does this mean? What is this, that, and the other? And Tamal Krishna Goswami had complete faith in the Guru Parampara, in that it's established prior to Srila Prabhupada spreading it all over the world and giving the opportunity to others that don't come from a Vaishnava background. And he said, I have full confidence in the Parampara system, and that whoever Krishna selects as Guru, he similarly empowers that person with the ability to bring others back to Godhead. You have a big responsibility. May you be blessed that you can carry it out. I know he can. The spiritual master knows that he can. And as we've heard from so many of the senior devotees here, we have complete confidence in his ability to guide anyone who wishes to take that trip back to Godhead. He can give them a ticket. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. After Grace Shobha Kishore Mataji, we'll have Keshav Mataji.
Our beloved Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Happy Vyasa Puja. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Krishna Swamini Das Brahmachari Dinamini Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Srimate Radhanatha Swamini Dinamini Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Dinamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Nirvisheshu Nirvati Pashyati Tishtari Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namo. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, we are so fortunate and grateful, Prabhuji, for your presence in our lives. And this day is the day of great celebration for us and all those who are connected with you and benefiting from your association. And today is the day to glorify you for all the good qualities, Vaishnava qualities that you possess. And you possess so many. And I don't know where do I begin and how could I end in 2 minutes. Personally, me and my husband receive so much affection and guidance from you. Through thick and thin, you are always there. Your casual visits to check on us and your shower of kind association is out of your causeless mercy. You shorten the distance of our spiritual master's physical association. We are ever grateful for your kindness. You are very straightforward and bold in speaking the truth. Not many are bestowed with this blessing, but you are, which is a very essential quality for a leader who is guiding so many. And you are also super intelligent and very, very astute in assessing one's nature, strengths, and weaknesses. And hence you can be a great leader in unveiling the potential of an individual. Knowing us very well for the past 22 years, you have always saved us from pitfalls and nudged us gently to progress in our Krishna consciousness. Thank you always for watching our back. Your knowledge in spiritual subject matters is astounding. Not just spiritual subject matters, your bandwidth of knowledge is about everything in the world is very wide, stretching from practical to spiritual. Which subject matter is alien to you? I can't think of any. From home decor to automobiles to medicine to health to politics to gardening to everything. Whether to select bricks for our home or a paint color for the walls or purchasing a car or a medicine to a headache or need a clarification of scriptural statements or a guidance on dealing with conflicts and want of details of devotional service, you name it, anything it may be. We have always run to you like children towards their father, and you have always guided us. Thank you for always being there and guiding us to the best. Your relationship with devotees is not just as a monk or as just a guru or just as an authority. Following the footsteps of our acharyas like Sanatana Goswami, you humbly extend yourself as a kind friend, compassionate guide, well-wishing guru. How could we ever reciprocate appropriately for all the kind mercy you have showered upon us? Withstanding our imperfections, you graciously endured our faults, provided us with the best possible guidance for our spiritual advancement. And we pray and humbly beg that you continue to do so and always keep us under your shelter. Sincerely praying for your good health, Prabhuji, and a long life. Your servants, Damodar, Sharandas, and Shobha Kishori.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Actually, one small thing I'd like to share. When Mataji was talking about how Prabhu has so much knowledge, I remembered in our Bhakti Shastri class, when I was taking Bhakti Shastri with Prabhu, at that time I thought, Prabhu was going to recommend reading Bhagavad Gita, Krishna book, all the spiritual books. And in the middle of the class, he gave a reference from Game of Thrones. And I'm like, wow, Prabhu actually has a complete knowledge. He has knowledge. He reads those books. He reads the other books. He reads everything. So, yeah, I thought that was a funny memory. Anyways, sorry, Prabhu? Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Nice fact to know. Okay, so we'll have Keshavi Mataji next. And then after that, we'll have Arnika.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Krishna Das Iti Namane. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Padaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane. Om Jnana Timirandasya Ganachana Shanakaya Chakshu Uminitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurudev Namaha. Dearest Gurudev, through the darkest jungle of material existence I have traveled, stepping on sharp rocks and stumbling on fallen trees. I have been clawing my way through this dense jungle to try to achieve some sort of peace and understanding of the purpose of my existence and what living this human form of life is all about. Upon coming in contact with Prabhupada's books and the Society for Krishna Consciousness, I have been flooded with an expansive torchlight of mercy that illuminates his troubled heart to seek solace only in Krishna and his devotees through devotional service. Through association with your holiness, I have come to dedicate and commit this life to loving Krishna and to somehow expand and share that love to others. Through your example, I am able to acknowledge what it truly means to be surrendered and a servant of the Lord. When seeking your shelter, I felt there was no one else who I had a clear feeling of who I could surrender to as a disciple. Your words, instructions, and realizations that you share in so many classes that I've had the fortune to listen to have stitched themselves into my consciousness. Also, your example of true dedication to Prabhupada and ultimately Krishna. You truly model what it means to be surrendered and a servant of the Lord. You always make it very clear that we should give this life to Krishna and to do our best to not stick around in this material world and to go back home, but also to become better devotees and to always serve selflessly with love and excellence. It was clear to me upon deciding to become your disciple that you could definitely help this sorry soul and guide me back to Krishna, if only I could just be more sincere and dedicated. I respect that you hold high expectations and standards that are in alignment with Prabhupada and your own Guru Maharaj. Also, you are straightforward and don't beat around the bush, especially when dealing with a disciple like me who needs that straightforwardness to avoid being so mental. You encourage others to rise to a higher potential, supporting so many to improve their devotional life and become excellent in the service of Krishna. Also, you are very practical and compassionate, observing the level and mentality of a person and guiding them accordingly so that they can ultimately come to love Krishna. I know I seeked all these qualities within a spiritual master so that this mind would not be convinced to run away, that there is something else better than this life in Krishna consciousness, but I do not want to run away anymore, except run to Krishna. Gurudev, I know I have many shortcomings. I can be very distracted, irresponsible, ungrateful, stubborn, envious, and unsteady. To deal with me in my mind requires a lot of patience. I can understand how much it takes out of you to guide so many people with so many problems who come to you, especially a disciple like me. You have given so much of yourself for others and sacrificed so much just to help others in their relationship with Krishna. You've tolerated so much for the sake of Krishna consciousness. You gave so much of yourself to your disciples and devotees / aspiring devotees all over the world. You have so mercifully accepted me as your disciple, and I often neglect to comprehend the oceanic mercy that comes from you for such a fallen soul like me. You have given me so much service opportunities to our dear Radha Madhava, and I fail to truly realize the fortune of being able to serve their lordships daily, have association of devotees, live in the Dham, and have really nice prasadam, especially delivered right to my door. Although, with this stone-like ungrateful heart and flickering mind, you've somehow still taken a risk on me and still show compassion and tolerance for me. Although I can go on and on about your amazing qualities and how much you mean to me, the devotees in Houston and many others around the world, I simply beg you to please bless me so that I can continue to glorify you, serve you, and one day become as sincere and dedicated as you. Please forgive me for any and all offenses that I have caused, and please forgive my shortcomings. Like a child, I still have so much growing up to do and a lot of realizations to uncover on my devotional journey. So I pray that you can still tolerate this unworthy servant of yours. I don't know how I've come to be sheltered under someone so dear to Radha Madhava, Radha Giridhari, Shri Giriraj, Kornitai, and all the elevated devotees here in Houston, but I am truly thankful that you have accepted me. I pray that you are always in good health in the service of Radha Madhava and Srila Prabhupada. I pray that I can be as determined as you to want to be Krishna conscious and to give this life for the service of Guru and Krishna. Also to selflessly serve so that more people can have Krishna consciousness and return to our true blissful home. I pray I can become qualified to offer some meaningful service and assist you rather than be a source of anxiety. Please correct me, instruct me, chastise me, and guide me as you like, but always allow me to render service at your lotus feet. I pray to be qualified. I pray to be a qualified disciple, as I know nothing can sustain me but your mercy. Your insignificant servant, Keshava Priya.
Jai. Okay, next we're gonna have Arnika Mataji, and then after her, we'll have Sudevi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, dearest Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. On this beautiful occasion, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your kindness, compassion, and your sincere desire to help us come closer to Krishna. Your teachings and association are always inspiring. Thank you for your guidance, compassion, patience, and causeless mercy. Thank you for always being our well-wisher.
Thank you so much, Mataji. After Sudevi Mataji, we're going to have Madhav Charan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada. Just like Saraswati Mataji, I agree. You are the best Shiksha Guru. And I wrote you a poem. It's kind of childish, but hopefully you can accept it. Dear Radha Krishna Prabhu, I'm so very grateful for you. With your style and your grace, you brighten this place by the light that is shining from you. Sober and grave, steady and wise, you tell us what we need to hear. When we are worried or even confused, you make everything crystal clear. Your humor's delightful, Mangal Aarti and making chocolate cakes. But please don't let me go, because I will be defenseless. I pray for your mercy, and please forgive my offenses.
Okay, Madhav Charan Prabhu, and then after Madhav Charan Prabhu, we're going to have Sundar Gopal Prabhu.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Krishna Das Swaminiti Namine Iti Namine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai. Happy appearance day, Radha Krishna Prabhu. So there are so many things we can say about Radha Krishna Prabhu. For me, the biggest thing is he's very practical. And I'm trying to give practical examples here, what it means by practical. So one time I was trying to put the bunks, if you know some of your pujaris, you put the peacock bunks on the silver crown. And it's not so easy because there is, usually in the regular crowns on the deities, it's made out of cardboard and you can stick the pin. But Radha Krishna Prabhu actually showed me how it can be done. So it was very intriguing and very interesting how he, showed me, okay, just put this pin here and do this here. And it was like, wow, The other thing was, and this is to say that, very advanced devotees like him, they can use anything in Krishna service. Like one time we were in the sannyasi quarters and, he was like, yeah, do you see this? I painted this door. So I'm like, wow, that's amazing, Maybe one day I can learn how to do, some of these simple things, but it's all in service of Krishna. And then recently, like a couple days ago in the Pujari room, Madhupark is the, sweet we make for the deities in the morning for the morning offering. And usually I just take a big spoon and I put a couple of dabs in the small bowl and I just go on the altar. But Prabhu, and then there is a small spoon with each of these bowls for the deities, to feed the deities like that. So he was going to worship 3 Shilas. So Shaligram Shila, Narsingha Shila and or Giriraj Govardhan. And he took 1 spoonful for each one of them. And he said, I don't want them to feel disappointed. So he took for, so it was very practical that he's not just, I'm just going to take any quantity and go on the altar. So it was very practical. And so keep guiding us, Prabhu, and your glories are unlimited. So much so that we have been having gloomy days for so long, for a few, all last week, and today is such a nice and bright and sunny day. So that speaks for your qualities. And from my wife, she is stage shy, so her offering is the decoration that she did for you. So please accept us and our offerings for you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So now we'll have Sundar Gopal Prabhu, and then after him, Maitreya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Pranam, Prabhuji. Our dear Radha Krishna Prabhu. We all, some of our, devotee friends, we all went to Radha Krishna Prabhu's, classes. We had a very wonderful time. I can, remember those days, cherish some chastisement also. Sri also sent me her offering. I will send it to you. I forgot my phone, otherwise I could have read. Prabhu, sometimes, when he comes to home, sometimes we, invite over the prasadam. He's very, as Prabhu was saying, Madhavacharan Prabhu, he's very practical. Talks on topics that, kids, youth can relate. So, I have seen that Prabhu, he can keep relationship with all different age groups of people very nicely. Elderly people, his peers, youth, us, like that. So I really enjoyed, those wonderful classes. I still have all my, exam papers. During that time, when Prabhu gives the exams on different, chapters, is very reasonable. He would say this is the kind of the scope of the exam, and you won't see the surprises. Anyway, so Prabhuji, I really wish you very happy Vyasa Puja, and thank you for your guidance, to us and to kids. Continue to bless us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So we're going to have Maitreya Prabhu, and then after that, we're going to have Parampara Prabhu.
First, I apologize for not being able to pay my obeisances properly. My most dear and most respected Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Sri Prabhupada and all glories to my respected Guru Maharaj. From the first moment I saw you, I thought you had all the hallmarks of a devout and austere brahmachari. During my aspiring initiate class taught by you, my initial impressions were confirmed. I also found that you were stern, but had a sense of humor and a sense of compassion, understanding and willingness, and eagerness to work with the devotees and the Krishna conscious community. As I thought about whose lotus feet I would seek shelter at, you dominated my thoughts. And by your mercy, I was accepted, something that I'm eternally grateful for. You showed a willingness to accept a Westerner, a much older than usual man, one with a compromised body and mind and a Roman Catholic tradition. Showed the depths of your compassion and willingness to prepare me for my journey towards devotional service of our Lord Krishna. Your mercy is boundless, your wisdom unmatched. I'm eternally grateful to have been offered the opportunity to take shelter at your lotus feet. I will never be able to adequately express my gratitude. Thank you, my Guru Maharaj. I wish to serve you in any way you see fit and place myself at your disposal. Your insignificant servant, Maitreya Rishi.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So now we have Parampara Prabhu. And then after Parampara Prabhu, we have a message from Rashmi from Australia.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyo patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak a little bit on this really wonderful occasion. A couple of things that have been on my mind, and I guess for some time I wanted to express, and I think it's very relevant in your context. The first thing I wanted to just touch upon really quick is it's weighed on me, and I hope never lost on me, that we as a congregation stand here today on the shoulders of so many senior devotees and the entire parampara, but thanks to Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj and his senior disciples. Of course, you are such a shining example, and that so much that all of you have invested and put in over the years allow us and make it possible for us to be here and to continue to grow as a congregation. So very, very grateful for that. The other thing, and I've had, I feel like, the extreme good fortune of seeing firsthand is how much service and how much sacrifice goes into a congregation and growing a movement. So often, when we're new or we don't have enough association, we're not here for enough time, we only see, some of the more prima facie, there's services and interactions that you see seem to be limited. We've obviously enjoyed so many of your wonderful classes. We've seen you on the altar, but there's so many other ways that I've been fortunate to observe you serve behind the scenes, personally with so many devotees, that I think it is an extremely rare blessing and one that we're very fortunate to have. Us, especially being on Radha Lane, I think we've unknowingly or knowingly been very blessed to have that association and that guidance from you over the years. So a couple of stories that I wanted to share, and big or small, I mean, this doesn't do any justice to how much we've benefited from your association. But for me personally, one story that came to mind, when I was fairly new. I mean, I'd been here for some time. I was doing some service, but I wasn't really making any sort of progress spiritually. I was just showing up, served, got darshan, got prasadam, and left. And then slowly I started to chant, and I didn't realize that you were paying attention and that you were noticing that I was in and out. And one day you just approached me and said, "How's your chanting?" And I very proudly, I said, "Prabhu, I'm chanting." And then you go, "How many rounds are you chanting?" And I said, "Well, you know, some days I do 1, some days I do 4, some days I do 6. And in your very unique, very kind and loving way, you said, "You know, Prabhu, pick a number and stick with it. But don't go backwards. If you're going to do 4, commit to it, stick with it, and then try to progress from there." And so that that lesson stuck with me, and I know in many ways it's responsible, for me in that small way, making some progress and making a more serious commitment. The other story for me that was kind of significant is I hadn't been considering initiation. I wasn't really, very serious necessarily. And then over the years and a series of life events, the thought had just come into my mind, and somehow we ended up in a conversation on the street, like so many that we've had. And you asked me, have you thought about it? And I said, well, Prabhu, recently it's something that's come into my mind. And we had the conversation, and we discussed how I felt like my now Guru Maharaj was somebody that I felt very comfortable with. We discussed it. You heard my thoughts. You supported it. But then even further, Prabhu was the one that actually approached Maharaj on my behalf and asked him to give me the consideration. So a very major milestone for me, but would not have been possible without your grace. So words cannot do justice to how grateful we are. I just hope that we continue to value your association and guidance and never take it for granted. And in so many ways that we've offended you, I'm very, very sorry for that. But I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Actually, I had the exact same experience regarding the rounds. In COVID, I remember I was chanting only like 4 rounds. And Prabhu asked me, I think we were on a call, he asked me, how many rounds are you chanting? And in my mind, I was getting ready to say 4, but I was also coming up with a reason or an excuse for why I'm only doing 4. But to my surprise, Prabhu was like, okay, just do 4, but make sure you do it daily and make sure you're consistent with it. So, yeah. Next, we're going to have the message from Rashmi. I think Keshri Mataji is going to convey that. And then after that, we're going to have Sundari Radhika Mataji.
This is from Rashmi from Perth, Australia. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Happy Viasa Puja to you. It has been exactly 6 months since I had the good fortune of my first in-person meeting with you. I met you on 31st of July, 2024 in Perth, West Australia. My very first memory of your divine presence in my life goes back earlier in the month of July 2024 when you visited our Bhakti Riksha. I was going through a lot of turmoil in my personal life, and I was planning to skip the class that day, but when I read Punya Prabhu's message that you are going to grace us with your presence, there was something about you that pulled me to attend the class. When I arrived, that atmosphere was very different. People were sobbing, and I had no clue what was happening. As I listened to your lecture, your practical yet compassionate approach touched my heart. In my stupidity, I asked you a very silly question, and your answer to that question changed the direction of my life. You looked me in the eye and said, you should chant properly. In this life, I have been on the Krishna consciousness journey since January 2021. And on so many occasions, I have tried to chant properly, but there was something in your voice and instruction that deeply impacted me. From the very next day, I started waking up in Brahma Muhurta. It is due to your blessings that from that meeting onwards, I started taking my Krishna consciousness journey seriously. A fair few people visit us here in Perth, but I never felt that kind of connection with anyone else. This was the first time that I was meeting and initiating Guru in ISKCON. I felt a strong desire and I requested my Shiksha Guru, His Grace Punya Shulk Krishna Das, to arrange a meeting with you. I experienced the most terrible drive of my life that night. It was raining so heavily, I've never driven in that kind of weather. Although I reached late, you welcomed me with a warm smile. My apologies to keep you waiting. You even asked me to bring my slippers inside because they would get wet. Your warm personality, your kindness, and very practical attitude has had such an impact on me in that one meeting. You clarified so many of my doubts. The questions I keep on asking from that point onwards have always been very silly, and sometimes when I look back, I feel that I'm so fortunate that you have tolerated my stupidity along the way. Under your guidance, I have completed the ISKCON Disciples course, and I am starting my Bhakti Shastri course from 3rd February. I want to thank you for all your blessings and guidance, your practical compassion approach, your practical, compassionate approach has guided me and steered me in the right direction. I don't have enough words to express my deep gratitude. My only desire is that one day I can possibly please you by my devotional service and become your initiated disciple. My humble request to you is to please come to Australia soon so that devotees here can have the good fortune of your association again. Your aspiring servant, Rashmi.
Thank you, Mataji, for conveying that message. So we're going to have Sundari Radhika Mataji, and then after that, we're going to have His Grace Deennath Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, happy Viasa Puja. I want to use this opportunity to glorify your good qualities and express my gratitude for the guidance you give us on a daily basis. You are a very kind person. You genuinely desire the welfare of everyone. Once I asked you, how can you be the friend of everyone, at the same time keep your realizations and opinions intact while pointing out the mistakes? Then you said, with a lot of seriousness, from your heart you should wish well for that person. Whatever you do should be towards benefiting them, even if it's a correction. That's a very important instruction, and I'm very grateful that you share your realizations freely with no fear of someone becoming more than you. You have no desire for any distinction or being in any position or being the better one of the crowd. So many times you say, I'll try my best for everything to get better, but when it's time to leave, I just want to leave everything and go. So you're so detached, although you seem like you're so invested in making everything better, at the same time you are so detached in that manner. Another admirable quality in you is you do not hesitate to stand up against anything wrong, no matter who does it. It can only be done by a person who's detached and has nothing to gain from anyone. I admire this quality of yours a lot, and this makes me feel that you are that trustworthy person who's in Krishna consciousness, not for anything else, not for any material gain, but for the purpose of it. And also being a friend of younger generation, that's your area. You inspire so many young people with your openness, with no hierarchy, with deep friendship. I thank you so much for being a friend and grandfather for Sugopi. We both are just parents, but you are that friendly guide whom she trusts. I'm very grateful to Radha Nila Madhava for the association you give us, for the support you give us at difficult times, and for the love you have shown us the whole time. I hope to continue to be under your shelter, even as your disciples increase. I wholeheartedly wish that your realizations may be transmitted to many disciples, but at the same time, I feel like I don't want to lose the shelter of your daily personal association. Thank you for everything. I hope to be of some service to you in your service to His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for that message. So next, we're going to have Deenanath Prabhu, and then after that, Rajendra Prabhu.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pastaya Putrasante Tamal Krishna Goswami Iti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pastaya Putrasante Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Hare Krishna. Me and Radha Krishna Prabhu, we go a long way. Mainly, we were involved in development of this temple from very beginning. And Prabhuji was so close to our Guru Maharaj, Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So, if I summarize Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he was a no-nonsense guru. And that comes everything, no-nonsense, straightforward, trustworthy. Radha Krishna Prabhu was no-nonsense disciple, straightforward, trustworthy. If you see something wrong, he will point it out in a loving way, not as a criticism. Now, he is a guru. So he has taken same quality of our Guru Maharaj, Tamal Krishna Maharaj, and is also now a no-nonsense guru. So you can see from the disciples who are basically describing his quality that he gives everybody a loving association, straight instruction, how they can come close to Sri Krishna, how to serve temple. I've served with Radha Krishna Prabhu in deity worship, and I have noticed over and over how particular he is in a deity worship. If you make a little bit deviation, then he will straight away point it out and correct you, but in a nice way, not in a criticism way. And I really appreciate it because I have made sometimes so many mistakes, and he will come in and say, this is not proper, this is where it should be done. So we pray that you continue to guide this congregation here. We are growing. We need to grow much more because we are right now only here, but Houston is a big city. There's a very big opportunity to spread Krishna consciousness. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj was mentioning that this is a one center. Houston is a big. So why don't you think about how many centers we can open? It doesn't have to be one place. It can be many. There are different part of the cities. There is a part of the city where there is a lot of Hispanic speaking community. Why don't you do something over there? There's a city, there are places where people cannot come to temple. Why don't you look at opening something there? So I hope you continue to give us a guidance so we can continue to spread Krishna consciousness in a whole Houston, not just right here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So now we're going to have Rajendra Prabhu. After that, Gauranga Chandra Prabhu. And then after that, Divyansh.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Vanchikalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधु भयविच पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Please accept my humble obeisance at your lotus feet, Prabhuji, all Guru Srila Prabhupada, all Gurus to Guru and Gauranga. So I was gonna write the offering and speak. And then Arya said, Ned, you should speak from your heart. So I said, okay, I will try. And this is my first offering at any Vyasa Puja. So Prabhuji, Ruchirana also wanted to speak, but she could not. So I am kind of giving some examples where she's also involved and associating those with your wonderful qualities. And a lot of devotees talked about your being very practical. I mean, I will just say give another word which is described as one of the 26 qualities of the devotee, being very expert, actually. And we all think that life is very logical, but after talking to you, it seems that it's not that logical. And from your experience mentoring the congregation, I think, and from the guidance that you have received from the Guru Parampara, the being expert as a quality can easily be seen when talking to you. And sorry, okay. Yeah, so actually, sometime Ruchirana asked me about, or we kind of do some brainstorming about Sunday school, this stuff. And she's always concerned about kids' attendance and homework and everything. And we do some brainstorming. And when she talked to you, the way you explained how to deal with those issues, which was very, very different from what we were brainstorming. And when she implemented those things, I think she greatly benefited from your advice and suggestion. And I benefited from the fact that, yeah, sometimes something which seems logical does not work always. So that's one thing. And other quality that I would like to talk about, your steadfastness and the way you are kind of spiritually always think from the spiritual perspective and always steadfast and follow what you determine. And I think I and Prabhu both share some chronic condition, and Prabhu always talks about reducing the salt in the diet. And that's something which Ruchirana always is careful about. but always, I mean, sometimes it doesn't happen. So she has been so careful that even in home, she has been putting a lot of less salt. And I always kind of try to tell that, okay, I need more salt. But as a habit of hers and it's kind of good for my health as well. Gradually, it has come down quite a bit. So, but always like you have always been steadfast in maintaining certain diet and also that, because that's very important. So on this occasion of your Vyasa Puja, I really pray to Shri Radha Madhav and the deities for your good health and the long life, so we all could benefit from your expertness and your spiritual guidance. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, for all that. And one thing I wanted to talk about, your personal association to Arya. That has been so valuable for us. Sometimes we have disagreements and we always say, okay, let's talk, let's ask Radha Krishna Prabhu. It's very often. So thank you so much, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Father. Next, we'll have Gauranga Chandra Prabhu and then Divyansh.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I wrote something so I don't get sidetracked. Dear Radha Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Happy Vyasa Puja Day to you. My family and I are so blessed to have you in our lives. Every time we come to Houston, we make it a point to come see you. So now every time we mention to our son Krishna that we are going to visit the Houston temple, he asks, "Oh, are we going to see Radha Krishna Prabhu?" And if we say you're out of town, he says, "Why, Papa? Why?" So of course, when we mention we're coming this weekend for your birthday, he's been asking about it every day. You have guided me for many, many years. Every important decision in my life has been run by you. And sorry, but I will continue to bother you for future decisions. I've learned so many things from you. Practical things like how not to use a cooking spoon for serving, or how when hosting guests you should always have a rice dish available. Spiritual things like if you have a spiritual desire, you should act on it immediately. Or how if you smile and show happiness to others, they will be inspired and become inquisitive about your happiness, and it will give an opportunity to explain Krishna consciousness as the reason. You are also the one who motivated me to chant from 1 round all the way to 16 rounds. Maybe these are small things, but things that have definitely made a big impact on my life. Occasionally I do things at home, and Radhika will ask me why I do it that way. And I say, that's the way RKP taught me. You inspire me not only from your words, but also your actions, the way you carry yourself. You do so many services, but never seeking recognition or attention. Knowing you, I know me speaking about you here during your Vyasa Puja publicly must be difficult, but shows you sacrifice your desires for the benefit of others. You always know the right thing to say when I'm conflicted.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So next we have Divyansh. One fact about Divyansh is actually he traveled with Radha Krishna Prabhu to Seattle as his servant. So he had the opportunity to serve Radha Krishna Prabhu for a few months. So yeah. And then after Divyansh, we'll have Ravi Lochan Prabhu.
Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Thank you. Canto 3, Chapter 25, Text 25. Prabhupada describes what it means to be a devotee. He states that the only way to become a pure devotee is through the association of other absolute devotees. First time I heard this, I was young and naive. I didn't understand how hanging out with another person would make me a better person, and I didn't know who I could consider an absolute devotee. Looking back, I guess I wanted to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. I was too blind to realize the opportunity I had in front of me. Although I moved here in 2012, I didn't recall my first memory with Maharaj until a couple of years later. I was walking with my good friend Balai, and Maharaj came up to both of us and asked us about the Sunday feast. Balai told him we were about to take prasadam, and Maharaj began to criticize it. They put too much salt in the dal. How do you even burn sweet rice? And he's explaining every detail about the feast. I asked him if he was going to tell the cook, and he said he will, but in private, not to humiliate them, but for them to learn and to be better in the future. I learned something that day. A devotee isn't one who takes care of himself or does anything in his power to be with Krishna. A devotee is someone who cares for others, someone who builds relationships with others in order for them to have a chance to be with Krishna. Radha Krishna Prabhu has the quality no other devotee I met so far had, and that was empathy. He cared for the cook. He wanted them to learn how to serve Krishna better, for it is only them and the Supreme. Maharaj is what I consider to be an absolute devotee, as his relationship with others and myself has only been enlightening and inspiring. I wish that one day I become as empathetic as you are, and to be like the devotee who taught me how to be the servant of the servant. Happy Vyasa Puja, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so next we're gonna have Ravi Lochan Prabhu. Just quick request. So we have a lot of speakers left, and not that much time. So please, please, please keep your offering as short as possible, preferably under 2-3 minutes. So that'd be great. Thank you.
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधा कृष्णदास प्रभु इति नामिने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Gurudev, all glories to you. It's not long ago when I first met you. It was in summer of 2022. I just moved close to the temple and I was very enthusiastic to attend Mangala Aarti every day, but I was not making on time, so many times I would be rushing for Mangala Aarti. And one such morning when I was coming to the temple for Mangala Aarti, I left my shoes at the steps instead of putting it all the way in the rack. So I go in for the Mangala Aarti, and then when I'm coming back, you're standing in front of the temple, and you see me and you call me out on why did I not put it on the stand? How long does it take? So while walking back, I was thinking to myself, here is someone who cares, to correct me and for something foolish I did, right? So since then, there has been many encounters where I have done many wrong things and you have corrected me. I think Saraswati Mataji was mentioning it comes easy, but I don't think so. It comes that easy to be corrected. Just like a caring father, you would chastise his child for their own good. I try to see it that way. And then the same summer, on the Janmashtami day, you had taken your vows for as an initiating spiritual master and right in front of the deities. And I was there that time, and I was desiring that may I know you better. And then by Krishna's arrangement, I got to take opportunity to take your Bhakti Shastri class, and last year the disciple class, and got to have more of your association. Out of your innumerable qualities, I would like to mention a few that I personally take inspiration from. You have complete faith in teachings and mission of Srila Prabhupada. You are a well-wisher to everyone, always trying to uplift and encourage people to see how beautiful Krishna consciousness is. You are meticulous and conscious about all your activities. You are perceptive and very personal in your dealings with people. You don't just possess good knowledge about the scriptures and Prabhupada teaching, but also practice them in your day-to-day life. You always emphasize to have faith in authority and take humble position to protect our Krishna consciousness. And you teach how we should be compassionate to other devotees and know that Krishna consciousness is not a race which we have to finish, but we have to all go back to Godhead together. Although I possess no qualification to be your disciple, but you have kindly accepted me to teach me and help me progress in my path of bhakti, for which I will be eternally indebted. I had tried reading Bhagavad Gita before also, and I couldn't even understand, even though Prabhupada has simplified it, I couldn't understand it until I took your Bhakti Shastri course and started doing some service. You not only discuss Prabhupada purpose so nicely, but it all in a way that is relatable to everyone. During the disciples course, you discussed one of the purpose from Prabhupada, which said, we have only to execute the orders of the spiritual master, preach Krishna consciousness, and follow in the path of Vaishnava. I try to meditate on that and try to seek inspiration as a disciple. On this auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja, keep me at the shelter of your lotus feet, so I can be a tiny instrument in spreading the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada to the best of my abilities. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your message. Now we're going to have Murli Mohan Prabhu. And then after that, we're going to have Jose.
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधा कृष्ण दास प्रभु इति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने इति नामिने। Hare Krishna Maharaj. It is my good fortune to get the opportunity to share an offering of glorification of Maharaj on this auspicious day of his appearance. He is Gunarnava, ocean of qualities. Today I am going to share maybe a couple of droplets from that ocean. He is very learned in scriptures. This is not from me, but my spiritual master. When I met my spiritual master first time, my spiritual master is instructing me to take up the Shastric study seriously. And in that conversation, my Guru Maharaj was discussing about Radha Krishna Maharaj, and he said that he's learned. And he's a staunch follower of Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. He's very strict when it comes to following rules, but he accommodates all the others like according to their levels. He never compromises in philosophy. I have the great opportunity to take Bhakti Shastri class under Maharaj. So most of the times, it's not about how many verses we complete, but the discussions, the deep discussions we have in the class. It is not like a class, it's like more discussions. So sometimes people may not get what Maharaj pointing out, shortcomings of other paths, but Maharaj never deviated from that philosophy. He never compromises for pleasing the others. He gives the point exactly what it is to be. And he's very respectful, to others. He never, hesitates to, say sorry to, others when they, he feels like when they are hurt. And he's very kind at heart. Most of the some of the times in classes, Maharaj and I got arguments especially my point was donating money to people at the signals, so they may misuse. But Maharaj said the point that you don't lose anything by giving some money to them. Rather, you gain their you will be a good person in their opinion, and that will make Krishna consciousness you are representing Krishna, and don't be so. Abstain from that. And when it comes to my personal interactions, he always greets with smile, and also sometimes he gives the sauce. One day I was chanting in the temple. I just grabbed one japamala from the front, and Maharaj came to me and said, "Why are you starving the japa beads that your Guru Maharaj gave?" So, and then a couple of times I got some chastisements, but the high qualities of Maharaj is that one day he came to me and said, "I'm sorry if you felt bad for that, but it is my intention is to make you a better devotee." So that made me so good that it's my great fortune that Maharaj corrects me. He considers me like his equal with his disciples. I'm grateful, very, very much grateful for that, Maharaj. And on this auspicious day, I beg at your lotus feet that please continue to guide me and correct me in my spiritual life. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Next, we're going to have Jose, and then after that, Shrikant Prabhu.
Radha Krishna Maharaj, we celebrated your birthday. We need to pray to Lord Krishna to keep with you for many, many years, because we need his teachings to reach the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Prakarine Nirvishesha Sunyavati Pasgaya Desatarine Radha Krishna Prabhu Haribol Radha Krishna Prabhu Haribol Radha Krishna Prabhu Haribol Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Hari Bol. Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev.
Thank you, Jose Prabhu, for your heartfelt kirtan, short kirtan. So now we're going to have Shrikant Prabhu, and then after that, we're going to have Roshni.
Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. It is little over 2 years. I'm getting your personal association through Bhakti Shastri class. What I heard and what I experienced about you is very different. Maybe I'm one of those lucky ones who got the softer and sweeter side of you. Whatever I have heard of Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, I feel like you have many things replicated in you. You are the most expert manager and teacher during coordination of ISKCON Disciple course and your cooking service. I have seen that you have such an attention to detail. You set systems in place. You inspire, empower, and train devotees
so they can help in Srila Prabhupada's mission. I humbly request devotees taking ISKCON Disciple course and even Vaishnava etiquette sessions from Maharaj, even if you have done in past, to get it imprinted in your character. Maharaj, I feel very fortunate that I am learning Bhagavad Gita from a pure devotee like you, which is suggested by Srila Prabhupada as well. You teach us in such a simple yet very effective way. I always wonder how you keep yourself updated with news around, technology, music, sports, all the examples, references which you give during the class. Thank you for always stressing the foremost need to chant Hare Krishna attentively with taste, always praying Krishna to help stay on path and to study Srila Prabhupada's books with great faith and enthusiasm. The way you develop and maintain personal relationships with devotees is remarkable. I have seen you encouraging devotees of every age with such a love and affection, taking rounds during the Sunday feast to talk to devotees, stop by them. You show such a compassion to all the devotees by constantly preaching and giving so much of your time, guidance, and care. My words cannot express how grateful all devotees are towards your service and how you have impacted all our lives, including my family. I wish you a very happy Vyasa Puja and pray to Sri Radha Madhava for your good health, for carrying out your service and helping souls like us. In any way, if me and my family can serve you, please give us that opportunity. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Shrikant Prabhu. So now we're going to have Roshni, and then we're going to have Sarah, and then after that, we're going to have Hanuman Prabhu. Another request, so if I put your name, if I say that you're going to be next, please come and stand right here so we can save a minute or two. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I'm really happy for your Vyasa Puja today. As always, I'm really grateful for your special association at Houston. Your presence is really inspiring for me, and your Bhakti Shastri class is also very enlightening. You always make time for my questions in Bhakti Shastri. I really appreciate your straightforwardness and honesty, which really makes me trust what you say. You're also very observant and able to pick up on subtle cues without me having to state them, which is really helpful because sometimes I might be shy, but somehow you're able to read it, like in Bhakti Shastri, like, oh, you have a question, and I feel like you know me more than I know myself sometimes, or I don't fully understand myself as you do, and you like you need this, or like even like health, like okay, you should do this and this, like, so without me even having to say that I need something or require something, you're always there and care, and I feel cared for in that way because you do that. I also appreciate you being attentive to my needs, even though I know you're really busy. Thank you for always trying to listen and understand and meet me where I'm at. You're a pillar for the ISKCON Houston community, and it wouldn't be the same without you. You're not only strict with your spiritual vows, but also practical and sensible in day-to-day matters as well. I admire that about you. Despite being so intelligent, wise, and knowledgeable, you're always humble and never arrogant. I also appreciate how you bring dry humor in your classes and talks. You really know how to get to the heart of the matter and can appreciate multiple perspectives. yeah, so not only myself, but I feel like you can really understand other people just by looking at that. Your commitment to your guru, your loyalty to him is commendable, as well as how your words align with your actions. It's very rare for me to see someone who aligns their actions with their words, and you're one of the very few people that I see that do that, so you're very inspiring for me. And I'm really happy that we get to celebrate you today and recognize the sacrifices and contributions you have made to make this whole world a more spiritually uplifting place. So thank you for everything. Your servant Roshni. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Roshni. So now we're going to have Sarah, then after that, Hanuman Prabhu, and then after that, Ruchirana Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I didn't prepare anything, so I'm just going to speak from the heart on the spot. So, his presence has changed my life. Whenever I go to him with a question or a crisis and I start rambling, he just stops. And he gets straight to the point. Like, he's like, I don't need the details. Just do this, think this way, and I know how to move forward. And he's helped me so much with my family. Seeing the way he interacted with my mom makes me understand how I should also interact with others. Whenever I feel agitated, I'm like, no, I need to be like the Radha Krishna Prabhu smile. Like, I'm a devotee. It's my duty to, I'm gonna be happy because Krishna consciousness and finding it is pure gold. I have a reason to smile because I have the best treasure ever, which is the Maha Mantra. And your humor is so funny in class, even though we're thinking or speaking of such serious things and deep matters, you'll just throw a little joke, and I'm like, oh, so true. What are we doing? Or, yeah, I think I'll stop there. But thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Okay, so next we have Hanuman Prabhu and then Ruchirana Mataji. Please keep your offering short. We're already late on time. Please. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, dear Radha Krishna Prabhu. Happy belated birthday, happy Vyasa Puja. I did not prepare anything. I'm so sorry. I put some notes, and I will always try to be organized to a Vyasa Puja presentation. But anyway, I feel so lucky to have your personal association. Since I moved here in Houston, since I stepped into the temple, actually, now 3 years ago, I remember how you've been so welcoming, and actually I felt like, oh wow, there are cool people here at the temple. Yeah. So I was really keen to come back and carry on. And Radha Krishna Prabhu is, I guess everyone knows here, is our most well-wisher. Like, he doesn't have any personal agenda. Its mission is, his mood, his personality is his mission. And you're so expert in the scripture, and you explain them so nicely. So during classes, I'm always completely absorbed, and I'm always miss when I don't attend. And I'm so happy that you become a spiritual master, and so that you took this important role. And I'm sure you're gonna do amazing. And I pray that you're gonna be my shiksha the whole life. And I love you when you give me the sauce. Like, literally, not a bad, of course, people, I don't like to be corrected, but when Radha Krishna give me the sauce, I'm like smiling. I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I know that he's so intelligent and so the sauce is so like precise, like Italian sauce. It's so good. And yeah. Yeah, I just prayed in this day that I become more serious in my spiritual life. So I seek your blessing, and if I'm gonna leave Houston, you're gonna be the person I'll miss the most. And so I pray that you can still accept me as a remote Bhakti Shastri student online. Or thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So now we're going to have Ruchirana Mataji. After that, Raghava Chaitanya Prabhu. And then after that, Lansing.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, happy Vyasa Puja. You taught me one special lesson when we moved in this community long time back. So I was very confused. What is the meaning of the Dasanudas, Dasanudas, Dasanudas? So you taught me the meaning of that, like how you can serve servant of the Krishna, and then all the problem will be solved. Long time back, 3-4 years back, it's Sunday school Govardhan Puja was going on, and I knew Prabhu is going to cook. And I was thinking he will not start before 10 a.m. And I came 5:30 sharp. And I'm walking corridor and I'm seeing saffron cloth. I was thinking, who's in the kitchen at 5:30? And then I saw a lot of potatoes over the counter and 2-3 balls of the wheat flour mixed with the all-purpose flour for the samosa filling. And he was alone. So he saw me and he was very happy. Hey, you are here. Just come help me. And I was thinking in the mind, sorry, Prabhu, now I am sharing this thing. And I was thinking in the mind, if I'm helping Prabhu, then how I'm going to make 50 base pizza and lot of cookies for the Govardhan? Then I just thought he is asking, let me help, forget about what I am doing. So because it was Prabhupada disappearance day, so I started cooking with the Prabhu samosa. But in the same time, in the mind, I was thinking, how come he can start 300 to 400 samosas alone by himself and is starting 4 a.m. He told me he came 4 a.m. And later on, the example why I'm saying Dasanudas, 2 devotees came and they asked me, do you need any help? I said, yeah, you can help. But I didn't take their help in the samosa making. I take their help for pizza making and cookies. In the same time, Prabhupada disappearance day feast was done and my Govardhan Puja was done. Then I realized that means serving the devotees is has a lot of potential. So always serve the devotees. So I learned this lesson on that day, Prabhu. So thank you so much, Prabhu. And I'm seeking your guidance all the time. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So next we're going to have Raghava Chaitanya Prabhu, then we're going to have Lansing, and then we're going to have Aradhita.
Hare Krishna. I got long list, Prabhu, because I don't know how to speak. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Krishna Swami Namne. Very happy Vyasa Puja, Raj. Because the first time, it was my early days when I was coming to the ISKCON actually. So when I came, first time, I had after a few days of familiarity, I was asked to pick up Maharaj. So I came that side. And at the time, anyone in the saffron cloud is like sastang for me. So that's when I met at his quarter the first time. Then I don't know who instructed me, hey, go and listen to Srimad Bhagavatam class in the morning. So I was just coming there and listening. And very nice, actually. At that time, I think the Canto 10 was going on about Krishna's childhood pastimes and all, and it was very, very nice. And, the realized knowledge coming from the Maharaj, call him Maharaj, So he disappears the ignorance and the realized knowledge. And sometimes he uses the words bazooka that I liked when I was very new. Then and one day I was actually coming after the Mangalaharati and going back home, and we both were walking, and I was just going to my car because Govinda was parking in the morning. So he asked me, "When are you moving here?" And instantly, that was the day I was actually going to talk for the plot near the temple. So he, just like Hanumat Prishya Swami Maharaj, he already knows you before you speak up, I guess. These are the few things I want to share. I have so many things, but I may extend the time here. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Happy Vyasa Puja.
So now we have, thank you, Prabhu. We have Lansing, then Atula Radha, and then we have Chaitanya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. This okay? Yes, sorry, this is like last minute one also. Yeah. Some Prabhus were talking about some chanting stories. Like, they came up and you talked to them about their chanting. It's funny. I had similar experience. So you were like chanting FBI, I see. Chanting police. Yeah, when I first started coming, I started coming to Mangalarti, and like I guess you weren't there at first, so the first 2 weeks I never saw you, and then 2 weeks in you came in, and I was like, yo, who's that guy? Like, you just have a presence. You got like this mystical Brahmana thing going on. I feel like you could like cast Brahmastras and stuff. Like, it was really cool. Like. But yeah, you have like a really nice presence. It's like something strong, but also like warm and like friendly, kind. So then, just being new to the community, it's like really obvious that like you have such a big presence here. Like everybody really, really respects you. Every time your name comes up, people really speak of you highly and speak of you with, admiration. And I think it's much deserved. Like it's just it's nice to be in your association. You're always like very friendly, very open. You've always been kind to me to help me. And I appreciate you so much. I have like really deep respect for you. And your classes are awesome. And thank you so much. Looking forward to having some more association with you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Lansing. So now we have Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Happy Viasa Puja. Radha Krishna Prabhu means so much to me as he means so much to the entire congregation. I've been coming to the temple now for over 15 years, and he's one of the first faces that welcomed me to the temple because he knew my wife, and who he also has been he knew her from Dallas, so she introduced me to Radha Krishna Prabhu, and from the beginning, I've always viewed him, as my almost like a close friend initially. I think we just kind of had that relationship where we could really talk about spiritual things. We could talk about things going on in life that is tough for everybody. Recently, I took Radha Krishna Prabhu to an appointment, just a medical appointment, a general checkup, and the medical assistant asked, how do you know each other? So I said, he's like my older brother. And she goes, older brother, so you mean he always nags you about everything? And so I thought about that for a little bit, and I said, no, not at all. And he's like my older brother because he's so dear to me. He's like one of my best friends. But then later on that evening, I thought a little bit more about it. And in some, in many ways, he's been like an older brother to me, where, at times he has told me, hey, didn't see you on Sunday for the last 3 Sundays. What's going on? Or, it looks like you may need to put away some of your wife's cooking. You've put on a little bit of weight. So, he definitely can be like an older brother that can give you advice, or sometimes, also spiritual advice on you should read more, you should do better with your chanting. But then other times, he's like the older brother, just someone I can tell anything to, someone that I know that no matter what happens to me in my life, he's going to be there for me. And so that's why I view him as that type of older brother also. And I think, for people who are new to know you or new, aspiring to be your disciple, I think it's important to realize that, yes, you do have this, what many see as a tough side, where you do expect a lot from people. But you also are one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. You are so genuine. You care about people. You have this deep understanding of what people need, even without them telling you. And that's what I think I really admire about you. So I just want to tell you that, thank you for being a great older brother to me. I love you for everything that you've done in my life. And, I hope that I can be a great younger brother to you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So lastly, we have Abhay Prabhu. And then after that, we will continue the program with Pushpanjali. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I did write something, but I just wanted to speak from my heart how grateful I am for your ongoing guidance and support. I remember one time we met in the temple and you and I were talking, and in the course of that discussion, we were being interrupted a lot. Like one devotee would come up to you and say something, and then another would come up and say something, and they would all come and leave looking so much happier. And it was a very powerful experience to see how you so positively affect all the people around you in Krishna consciousness. So I just wanted to say thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so quick bonus. Brennan Prabhu really wanted to speak, so we're going to give him a small time slot to speak. And then my mistake on the schedule, after this, we're going to hear a little bit from Radha Krishna Prabhu. So, yeah. Hare Krishna.
I offer my respectful obeisances to you, to Srila Prabhupada, to devotees. Yesterday, I had the opportunity of going and interviewing a CEO of a large hospital system. We arrived with cameras in hand. Yesterday, I saw a CEO, there was a leadership. It was a great opportunity. Today, I am in the presence and have the privilege of meeting somebody that is so much greater. The CEO spoke about healthcare. Radha Krishna Prabhu talks about care for health. Yesterday, the CEO spoke about Lifelight and the benefits of Lifelight. He talks about the fight for life, the fight for spiritual life. Yesterday, the CEO spoke about a care line. He talks about lines for care, namely the mala beads and the importance and the criticalness of chanting the holy names. Yesterday, my buddy spoke about purpose and passion. He talks about passionate purpose. Yesterday, he spoke about excess of service. Radha Krishna Prabhu talks about service and servicing others. Yesterday, this man who is a mentor at many universities, he is regarded as a profound leader. He spoke about leadership. In his presence, it was like led a ship. He talks about leadership. He exhibits leadership through example. Yesterday, I was in front of this man that used a prompter in order to read some of the material. Radha Krishna prompts. He prompts gently, and on occasion with a little bit more oomph. Our friend spoke about the focus of the body. He does not speak about the body. We are not this body. At the end, I would say to children that in front of you lies a superhero, a Superman. Look at this man and realize how unbelievable. We constantly talk about once in a lifetime opportunity to be in his presence, to know this man, to love this man is truly once in a lifetime.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. I think that's a great way to end. Knowing Radha Krishna Prabhu is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Now, let's hear from him. So, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. How to start? Actually, I was telling my disciples that for this year that I didn't want to have a big celebration. Yeah, I was saying just having a small one. But then Saranga Thakur overrode that. He said he wanted to have a big celebration. As Maharaj was explaining, this is not an easy thing. You sit here and you hear about someone else. You know, basically I was thinking, who are they talking about here? So all the while I was trying to figure out, while I was sitting here, did they get the right person here? You know, so I also remember that, you know, I think Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was saying, you know, the guru who's sitting on like a dog sitting on a throne and then looking out, you know. So in many ways I was thinking, why am I sitting here? Because I see so many wonderful devotees, the hierarchy or corporate world of ISKCON. But somehow or other I'm here, sitting here. And when I was serving my Guru Maharaj, he said to me, I'm not training you to become a temple president. And I looked at him and said, yes, I don't want to be a temple president. But I didn't know what he was training me to be. So he said, I don't know what you're going to be. You know? And I said, I also don't know what I'll be. Then he looked at me and said, get out from here. So it's kind of strange sitting here, taking these responsibilities of guiding people to take shelter of Srila Prabhupada, the Guru Parampara, Sri Krishna. It's not an easy task, being the Guru. It's not. Most of you have your own spiritual master. You can see what they are going through. So as you know, your intention to guide them is there, it's sincere, but because of the fact that everyone is in the three modes of material nature when they come to Krishna consciousness, the unraveling of these modes from their consciousness is a tough and a difficult process. Sometimes you need a crowbar. Sometimes you need a hammer. hopefully it goes through one day, So, and I thank all of you for coming here, because it means that all of you have, to greater or lesser extent, some affection for me. Otherwise, you will not be sitting there. Thank you. So, thank you again for coming here. And in a sense, all of you glorify, as you glorify me, the glorification is actually to the Guru Parampara. That's actually what it is, I'm just a representative, I'm representing my spiritual master, who's representing Srila Prabhupada, who's ultimately representing Sri Krishna. So please bear that in mind and forgive my short excursions that may have bothered some of you. And I hope and I pray that each and every one of you end up in Goloka Vrindavan. Hare Krishna.
His Grace Radha Krishna Prabhu ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So now the next stage of the program is we're going to be moving the offerings. And while this is happening, maybe Saranga Guru can come say a few words. After that, we'll cut the cake and we'll have Pushpanjali followed by Aarti. So.
Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhye vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. We are very fortunate to be celebrating His Grace Radha Krishna Prabhu's appearance day, our Vyasa Puja celebration. And I guess Radha Krishna Guru Maharaj and Prabhu has been instrumental in many of our lives in this congregation. Almost, at least I have been here for close to 25 years, and he has been a big part of our spiritual life as a family. Both myself and Sevapriya actually had the good fortune to have him as our Shiksha Guru, learn Bhakti Shastri from him. Gruesome 5 years that we have gone through, as most of the people, most of the devotees can attest to. But it was very, we are very lucky that we were able to take his Bhakti Shastri classes because, as many devotees already mentioned, we had the many realizations that we were able to apply in our practical lives, and still to date, we always remember, Radha Krishna Prabhu told us this, and even after 20 years, we still remember what he mentioned in some of those classes. So, and also our children, both Damodar Sharan and Atul Radha, also had the good fortune to learn from him his Bhakti Shastri classes, and not only being a Shiksha Guru, but also he has been a mentor, as well as a friend, as well as advisor, in so many various roles that he played in our lives and in many of the devotees' lives that are sitting here. So we pray to Shri Radha Nila Madhava to bless him with many more years of this Vyasa Puja celebration, and he hopefully we pray to them that he continues to inspire and mentor many more generations of devotees, and so that we can all be engaged in Srila Prabhupada's service. Hare Krishna. His Grace Radha Krishna Prabhu Maharaj ki jai. I guess now.
Okay, yeah. So now we're going to be cutting the cake for Prabhu. If you want to stand up and come a little bit closer, you're more than welcome to.
And maybe someone should also sing while we're cutting the cake.
To you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna, dear Radha Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna to you. May Krishna bless you, may Krishna bless you. May Krishna bless you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna to you. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Bol. Okay, now everybody stand in the line.
Okay, now everyone, please stand in 2 lines for Pushpanjali while we move the cake and the other offerings.
All the Mataji's.
Hare Krishna. Please repeat after me. Prabhuji's stand on the left side of Radha Krishna Prabhu, Mataji's on the right side. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine
नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वतीति नामिने श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी दैताया कृपाब्धये कृष्णसम्बन्धविज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वलप्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिद श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोऽस्तु ते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुगविरुद्धाप सिद्धान्तध्वान्तहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षाद्वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भरसाम्भोदे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगवराय ते गौराविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टा सज्जनप्रियः वैष्णवः सार्वभौमश्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते जयतां सुरतौ पङ्गोर् मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदाम्भोजौ राधामदनमोहनौ दिव्यद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधाश्रीलगोविन्ददेवौ प्रेष्टालिभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशीवटतटस्थितः कर्षन्वेणुस्वनैर्गोपीर् गोपीनाथश्रियेस्तु नः तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So now we'll say Radha Krishna Prabhu's pranava mantra 3 times and then you can offer the flowers. After that we'll have Arati and Guru Puja. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Krishna Dasa iti namine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Krishna Dasa iti namine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Krishna Dasa iti namine. His Grace Radha Krishna Maharaj ki, His Grace Radha Krishna Maharaj ki, Esha Pushpanjali, His Grace Radha Krishna Maharaj ki jai. Please start Guru Puja Kirtan. And whoever is doing Aarti, go ahead. Oh, yes.
We would like to request the devotees to, after they offer the flowers, can form a line and they can get a cookie prasadam from Radha Krishna Prabhu while the kirtan is still going on. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Samsaradava nalalila loka Shranaya kanunya gana ganaka Samsaradava nalalila loka Shranaya kanunya gana ganaka Raptasya kalyana gunabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Varitramanyan Manasosena Romanchakampa Chutaranga Bajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shri Vigraharanana Nityanana Sringarathanma Niramarjanado Yutasya bhakta chane yuta jobi Vande Guru Shri Charanardena Thakur Vidhaji Bhagavatasana Swamana Chetana Vibhakta Sangha Pitavya Chitte Bhajadata Deva Vande Guru Shri Charanardena Vande Guru Shri Charanardena Vande Guru Shri Charanardena Shri Radhika Madhavayana Bhara Madhurya Leela Guna Rupa Namna Raptichana Swadanalopasya Vande Guru Shri Charanardena Nikunchayona Natikaritirya Yalale Dego Kira Vichaniya Hagrati Dhatya Rati Balabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanardena Shadare Vina Samakasase Ukatya Kaba Vyasa Sati Kintu Prabhuya Praya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanardena Yasya Prasada Prasada Yasya Prasada Kanakitu Gopi Jayam Shubham Satya Yasya Kristarya Vande Guru Shri Charanardena Jayam Shubham Satya Yasya Kristarya Vande Guru Shri Charanardena Sri Charanaravinda. Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya Radha Krishna Prabhu Jaya Radha Krishna Prabhu Jaya Radha Krishna Prabhu Jaya Radha Krishna Prabhu. Jaya Radha Krishna Prabhu Jaya Radha Krishna Prabhu Jaya Radha Krishna Prabhu Jaya Radha Krishna Prabhu. Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur. 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Krishna Dasa Swami Niti Namine. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaura Vani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine. Namaste. Bolo, bolo. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Krishna Prabhu Jaya, Radha Krishna Prabhu Jaya, Radha Krishna Prabhu Jaya, Radha Krishna Prabhu. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Please everybody raise your hands and chant loudly for Radha Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahans Parvajagacharya Astrota Shri Srimad His Grace Radha Krishna Prabhu ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahans Parvajagacharya Astrota Sat Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Goswami Prabhu Pad ki Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. All glories to the assembled devotees.
Jam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivradakacharya Ashtotar Shata Krishna Kripa Murti Abhay Charna Ravinda Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON BBT Samsthapakacharya Srila Prabhupada ki अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नमाचार्य श्रीदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की